Hey everyone, this is 𝓐 RockHound here with the little pocket high banker. The water keeps moving my little pan. So a friend of mine gave me a bucket of material to check out, and it's all wet. It's in this right here, back here, and I'm curious. I put it very fine, and if you want one of these yourself, I'll put a link in the description. Now, the problem is I cannot find a spoon. You would think I would know where a spoon is. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, back. Found it. Finally. So, anytime you want to work on material, you should always do it wet. So, what's this? Sorry, that. Oh, that really spread it, didn't it? So a little tip, even in the big stuff, you should always have a bottom pan. And yes, that is a Vogus pan. You should always do this slow. This is actually the first time using this little guy, which isn't too bad. It's doing what it's doing. If I do find some gold, I will show it at the end. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. Oops, I just dropped the whole bunch. Look at all that small stuff. Swirl, swirl. So this came from the Skycomas River, and he wanted me to see what kind of material is in that river behind his house. So this is the way I test it. Well, not this way, I'm just seeing how this looks. I mean, yeah, the dirt's kind of going out of the pan, which is kind of funny. I was kind of hoping it would stay in the pan. There is some pyrite and mica in this material. I just saw a piece of mica down there. Sometimes it's a good sign. And yes, I'm doing this indoors. No, I didn't put any jet dry in it because I forgot to grab some. That's okay. Again, we're just testing this out. I know it might be painful for some people. It actually is working the way it should be working. I just gotta watch the pump on this thing. And I made sure there was no Whoops, that was a little bit too much. That's okay. Yep, I'm seeing a lot of mica and a lot of pyrite. No garnets yet. I'm going to give it a little bit. Yeah, let's see if we can get a little closer. Where my can? Oh, there it is. Oh, and I just dropped my spoon. And then whatever goes over into the pan, I'll put it in the cleanup buddy and test it as well. Anything that I missed. Look at how cell's working. Make sure it's not getting too dirty. I'd be really surprised if I do find gold in this. I should put more water in it. It's running okay. I wasn't sure how I would do this, but we'll see. Oops. Oh, too much. I probably fed it too much there. I mean, look how much material that cleaned up right there. Yeah, ooh, I see another mica right there. Oh, and there goes a big piece. Like I said, I know the river is known for gold, but I don't know where he took this from. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of material. I mean, there is magnetite in this stuff. I took a magnet to it, and it did catch a lot. Oops, that was a little too much. At least the dirt's holding the pan. Yeah. Oops. The pump itself isn't too bad. I'm really surprised. They knew what they were doing when they were picking the right pump. I gotta let it be for a bit. Still got a lot of material. A lot of stuff. Let it settle for a bit. Gold, a little gold tip, is 19 times heavier than water, no matter what size it is. Flour gold, coarse gold, big gold. Oops, that was a little too much dirt there. But I am seeing some black sand, which is nice. But I did go through this material with the microscope. I did see a lot of rough, not much tumbled. So that's a good sign. If the rock looks rough, it's a good sign. If the rock looks tumbled, say that you see. Hold on, let me see if I can stay. I'll let this settle for a bit. So if you find a rock that is, where's my camera at? Oh, right there. Like this, that means it's been tumbled by the river, by the stuff. Or here's a agate too. That's been in the river being hit. Yeah, it's good agate. A good example of rough. Here's a no. Look at all that black sand. There's not much. Oh, here we go. Here's one of his rocks that was in his thing. This has been through a lot, so it's still got a little bit of roughness to it, but not much. Doesn't have much weight to it. It's a light rock. I didn't see very much quartz. Here's one that's been tumbled over the years in the river. So that's a good sign. And it's milky quartz too. So, oops, let's not do that. No, they'll hold that pan in there. So if you're seeing rough and gold, that's a good sign. If you're seeing tumbled, no gold, that's a bad sign. Oops. That might have been a little too much. Most of the material that's in the pan is the light. The stuff that's in the sluice is the heavy. See, like this jade right here? See how round it is? That means it's been in the water for many years. Oh. I will be surprised if we find anything. Let me see if we can get this guy a little closer. There we go. I'm using my gold saver pan just to have the dirt and water in it. Not sure what it's off balance, but okay. Let's see. There we go. For a low pump, it's got a good speed to it. I'm really surprised. Oops, too much. Now, if you want to speed this up yourself, you can. YouTube has a way where you can speed this up to where the sluice is. So if you want to do it from here, go for it. It's not going to hurt anything. It's my feelings because they're not watching this all the way. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to get... There we go. Gotta get some of that material off so it can keep going. I'm really surprised how well the cells are working. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the little guys are doing this. That's called a cell. I had to clean that off. So if you've seen the little guys doing the little swirl thing, that's a cell. It moves. Now watch. All your gold's going to be right over here, sometimes there, sometimes there. Most of the time in these little areas. Yep, that's mostly light material on the bottom. We're almost done, don't worry. Oop, nope. But if there is gold in this, I'd be really surprised. But I didn't see very much signs of good gold in this. Because I don't know where he took it from, which part of the river. Oh, look at all that black sand. That's really coming through. Some butter. Watch, all the gold's going to be in this container because you put water in it. You should always feed your sluice or your stuff wet. Yeah, that was a little too much. Water. Take this guy out for a bit. Get all the material cleaned out. There we go. Usually I separate this material. It's got so much ich to it. There went another piece of mica. Mica is a very light material. Comes off rocks a lot. And granite. Saw a lot of granite, that's for sure. We're almost done. The water's getting a bit dirty because of the material. And whatever's in this river. Funny that the pan's not holding any dirt in it. You're probably laughing too. There we go. Last of the goodies. I know, finally. Always want to get more. Jeez. How did I get so wet? Yeah. I used to, nothing. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I have to keep that in there for now. Now it's the fun part. Taking this thing out. So what you gotta do is unplug your USB port, like so, and look what we find. That's not too bad material. I'm really surprised. If you can see anything in there, just let me know. It's not too bad. Just like in real life, you want to put your material in the Of course, now I need like a tiny little bucket. Where's my spoon? That piece. Again, never used this before. There. And it's all clean. Now the fun part. Seeing what we got in this guy. And that's how much material that you get. which isn't too bad. Yeah, the weight in the pan kind of makes it hard to see stuff. Well, there's light material on that. Hold on, I gotta look in my microscope. Yeah, there's a little garnet in there. How about that? Tiny little dude. You guys probably won't be able to see it because it's so small, but there is garnets in there. And the one thing about, see, little just right above the head, there's a tiny piece of, yeah. So I'm gonna repan this in the bit of pan, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. I had to use a different pan to pan the stuff. I did find tiny bits of amethyst or purple garnets in this pan. Not the other one. The other one, I keep finding a lot of flower. Either it's mica or flower gold, but it's really hard to see. I am gonna use my cleanup blade to do the rest of the material. Well, that's in this guy here. And this to see if I missed anything. So the bucket a friend gave me was a half-gallon bucket. That was just the top layer of the bucket. So yeah, this was an interesting way to things falling. This was an interesting way to test this little guy, because it caught garnets, tiny little purple amethyst, and a lot of black sand. So I can't wait to see how this goes with, where is he? I can't wait to see how this goes with 𝓐 ՓS. This will be the next one to test with this guy. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy making it. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment down below. Do you have one of these yourself? Have you tested it yet? This is my little test because a friend of mine gave me a bucket of Skycomas River gravels to test. So share and to your communities, and if you're brand new to my channel, hi, how's it going? Welcome to 𝑀𝑦 RockHound channel. Hit that subscribe button. See you guys around, and remember, happy gold, happy life.